Hello and welcome. This is Tijuana and welcome to Real Estate Apostle channel, Living My Best Life Coach, where, where I am passionate about helping millions of people, middle-aged adults as myself, overcome the fear of leaving behind your six-figure job to start a business, to become a seasoned entrepreneur who is able to support themselves all with their streams of income. And that's been my journey. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. And for those of you who have been rocking with me since 2020, July 24th, 2020, when I started this channel, and I'm still here today standing, and I'm excited to be celebrating, getting close to celebrating my year anniversary in the Turo business. So you see the title of this video is my first year in Turo. So actually June 11th was the day that I purchased my first three cars, which was the convertible Mustang, the ones that's on this here thumbnail. And those are my original ones to be out there on the platform. And I put them out there. They got started. I wanted the last month in June, like June 26 or something like that. Anyway, it's all documented if you go back on the videos and take a peek at it and see. So I'm excited because Turo has been the first thing that started, really generating consistent income as an entrepreneur. And I apologize, y'all. I don't know why this is not seeming to be clean. Anyway, the first thing as an entrepreneur, y'all know, I was so excited. That was the first thing I was doing as an entrepreneur that was actually generating some money, generating some income. I was excited. And then, with any type of business and anything, it's in cycles, right? So since I was new to Turo is pretty new. For those of you who don't know, Turo is a ride-sharing platform that allows people to share your vehicles on the platform. It's sort of like the Airbnb for cars. And so for people, it's a business that you could start to generate with, little upfront costs, really. And this was my first year to do it. So I'm super excited to see that, I see the cycles, how it went. Like for anybody new getting started, the winter months, no matter where you live in that, it's slow. It's really slow. December was the worst month. And, I really, I panicked because that was, like I said, it was the first time I ever did something like that. And I was in uncharted waters, and they were icy cold waters. And when things went from, the island of plenty to, me being super busy and all that, to where it was like crickets. And then the reality of when, you get the bad guests and stuff like that, and they do things to your car, all those ups and downs that happen in any business. So I'm just excited for that. So thanks for the one person or two people who, all right. So thank you so much. Let me see here. I see I got a comment over here already, but here we go. What's up, Life with Nikki D? Nikki D said, sorry, just jumping on. Do you pay the store or park your cars? Actually, what I do is, the town that I live in is, kind of a small town. So there's, lots of space here. So I park my cars at the local, like a little local Office Depot, and it has a little shopping mall, with we used to call it back in the day. So there's like an Office Depot, a nail shop, a hair. There's like lots of different things, a fast food restaurant. So anyway, there's lots of parking spaces. So I park there, and it's just about maybe a mile or so away from my house. So I've been going back and forth with dropping the cars there. And so far, I haven't had to pay anything. However, the sheriff did, I guess they had been watching or whatever. Maybe someone had made a statement about these Ford cars that, just kind of parked there. And so the sheriff asked me, because there's a sign in a lot that says that you cannot, park your cars for sale there. So the way I was able to get out of that, I was coming up to my my drop spot that I had been getting away with for this time, and there was a sheriff parked like behind me. So I was taking pictures because I was getting the car prepped to for somebody to check it out. And so the sheriff, after he saw me like doing my little cleaning the windows, and you're supposed to do, not supposed to, but you do clean the interior with sanitizer. I have this little Pine Sol and solution that I do to sanitize the surfaces inside the car. So I'm getting the car ready, and then he rose up on me and he says, like, he wants to know, he said, is this your car? I'm pretty sure he had already checked to see. So I told him yes. And then he was asking, are these rentals? And I was like, yes, these Turo cars. He had never heard of Turo. So I gave a great opportunity to say, Turo is a ride sharing platform that allows people to put your car on a platform and share the rides in your own business, like a rental car company. And he said, okay, and drove off, and, never bothered me again. However, I feel like they do kind of pay attention to my business. So I feel safe with it like that. And one of the reasons why I chose to park my cars, at a local spot is because you don't want people coming to your house and stuff like that. Like these, even though these are your guests, they are still strangers, right? And sometimes things don't work out right, and you don't want to have like a bitter guest know where you live at and stuff, right? Because just recently I had a guest who was trying to be spiteful, returned the car back on empty, and like parked it in the back of a building, in like a unsafe, it wasn't in the proper spot. Parked it kind of like in a back alley almost, and was late returning it. All these kind of little crazy things, So it's a lot safer to have it in a public space. And the other spot I do is my airport pickups, which I just recently added back because when I had to go back to work, I had cut that out, and I did see my income from the business kind of drop down. But I had to slow things down because when I returned back to work, I worked some long hours. So thank you for your question, Life with Nikki. I appreciate you for asking and stuff like that. So again, this here video, first year, like I said, I bought the cars in June 11th, about 3 in September. There were two crashes. 2 of the cars got crashed, and I was down to 1. So I went back to the Ford dealership, about 5 more. So now I have 6 cars on the Turo platform, and I'm just excited that I made it through a year, right? So I survived a year, and this is the first time that I've done anything for been successful, even though there were some low points in it that hence the reason why I had to go back to work. But again, I did like kind of freak out and started. I shut I shut down in December, or actually it was like the end of November. I like shut down. I was like a deer in headlights, y'all. I was a deer in headlights. The business, everything was slowing down, and the last few guests were those kind of crummy guests. Like one guest, yuck, people trash your car and having to clean up some of the things that happens in the cars was not a fun experience. So like I said, I panicked, and I had put everything on hold, and I just sat like a deer in headlights waiting for the train to run me over. And I had a long talk with my son, who pretty much put me straight and was like, you need to, get up there and make this work. Life with Nikki D says, I'm excited you got this, enjoying watching your journey. Thank you. Looking to get started. I'm located in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow, isn't that interesting? So, Turo, one of the ways you can check this out to see if, what you look in your neighborhood. You can get online and type up Turo and see what kind of cars are available in your area, and then you would know like what it's going to be. A lot of the lessons that I learned this year was the type of cars to put out there, the cars that really generate money that people like to do, and to that with this there's been some changes with Turo, that there's been some improvements. In the beginning, at first, everything was so, you're working with these bots and stuff like that. So there was a lot of, scary moments in there for me and stuff like that. So it's a great opportunity because these rental car companies, they don't have the cars all the time. Like I went to Washington, D.C. in May 19th for Shanquilla Robinson. But anyway, I went there and I was using Uber at first, and then Uber had sent me like a coupon to for an Avis, right? And so I was like, okay, it was a really reasonable price. And I remember I went there, I had to wait in a line for over 2.5 hours to rent a dirty Jeep that was on E. It was on empty tank, where I was like cautioned to go immediately to put gas in there. And that's why Turo is, really a great alternative, because people are really starting to get frustrated with having their, vacations be, so crappy like that, when you spend all this time to plan a vacation and you book a car. Then when you get there, you're told there's no cars. Like they just straight out, we ain't got it, right? And so some people, didn't even get a car. But yeah. So, and I'm noticing on a lot of my reviews, people are saying that they had previously been going to like Avis and all that stuff, but we're giving them a run for their money. So I'm just excited for that. Yep. So if it's something, that you're interested in doing, like I said, I started June, and here's my year anniversary and stuff. And y'all know I had some ups and downs because I had, wanted to quit. I really wanted to quit. I wanted to quit because it wasn't fun. I was getting these growing pains. Like I said, y'all see that I've, started and stopped on plenty of things. And this was something where I had kind of went so far off where it was too far for me to stop. But I want to just kind of touch up on what's been going on for the year, and encourage anybody who might be interested in this, and also to kind of go back to see why I stumbled into some of the holes and stuff like that. Even though I felt like I tried to do as much research as possible, that I still made numerous mistakes, right? So when the anniversary, a real, I'll be open and candid and tell y'all the whole kit and caboodle on how this whole thing went down and stuff like that. But I'm just grateful that I'm still here. I'm a survivor. So welcome everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't been here in a minute, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it, that it's still here, still opportunity, and that Turo is still experiencing some growth, and that I have, I've been successful having this business stream of income for a year, and that I didn't give up, and I'm still here. I'm still here standing. I'm still standing here. Who is this? Sorry, y'all. Oh, I thought somebody was coming to visit or just pop in here. All right. So what I want to do is I want to kind of go over the video of me getting the cars, and then I want to show y'all what I'm doing with Turo and all that good stuff. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to my channel and we'll start off with this here video on me getting these cars and stuff like that. I'm just excited. I'm excited because it worked. I'm still here and I'm just excited. I'm excited because it did work and I'm grateful, 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 grateful. I'm just gonna start off with showing y'all my performance and all that good stuff, and then we will share the screen. Oh, wait a minute. So I guess I'm going to show this then because I can't find what I was trying to show y'all. All right, so here we go. I know what I'll do. I'll go to my first live that I did when I started Turo, which is, here we go. This here, 11 months ago. So let's see here what date this here was. Oops, I'm going to play that. Let's see this. All right, so this was July the 2nd. Like I said, I officially launched it like at the end of June or something like that. Then I started talking about it here, as you can see on this. Oh, all right. So we're gonna play a little bit of it so I could react to it. All right. 28th, I listed the first one. Okay, and so June 28th, 2 days. I just said that on June 28th, I listed the first one. So I'm coming close up to my anniversary. I'm gonna do something to make it real special too. June 28th was my launch date and stuff like that. Look at me. Okay, here we go. Is to get the other two up there enlisted, and I'm happy to report that they have all three been on trips, and I have earned a whopping total of $774.86 to date. And actually, there's more, but they only give me credit for that because I'm waiting for a car to come back and it's going to check back out. But so I'm actually up to 900 and something. But just for the sake of the honesty here, I'm going to say 774.86 because that's what's reflecting as now. And that was only after 3 days of being on the platform. So I'm grateful that. So basically, I came in during the summertime when business is booming, right? So that's why I'm experiencing this, all this success because it's new here. And at that time, I think there was like 20 some cars, 23 cars here in Montgomery where I'm at. And of course, since then, here go Turo send me something else too. Oh yeah, the annual report. So that's part of the thing you have to do. So let's see. What is missing? Oh, all right. So anyway, there's an inspection form or something anyway that you have to get filled out and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's what that is about because coming up on a year. So I'm just super, super duper excited. All right. So here we go with me. That's why the reason why I'm laughing or not laughing, but looking at this is because I'm just seeing how excited I am. Like this was the first entrepreneur or something that actually was successful. I purchased 3 cars. They're out on this platform and it's working. People are booking. It's finally working out. Like, finally something that I'm actually doing. So the title of this video, I'm actually telling my story of how, it came from being bankrupt to now finally bank flowing. It all started, the year was 19. No, I was joking. But yeah, and then at the end of this, I'm 51 years old. I'm telling you too how I did some loop-de-loops with my credit and all that stuff too. That was some scary moments for me, making, more mistakes and stuff like that. But they are all learning experience and stuff like that. So I'm not going to play the whole video, but I just wanted to kind of clip through here to show that this is when I started talking about Turo and this here business. And so I want to show y'all some of the performance and then tell you some of the things that I did along this here journey with the Turo. So like I said, September, when I had the 2 accidents, 2 cars got crashed. So I'm down from, juggling the 3 to now only 1. And I was like feeling like it really wasn't a business. So, no, I did a short on that. So I went back and I moved forward, which is a lesson that I've learned that when things are bad, sometimes instead, we have an instinct to want to just shut down and do nothing, which is what I did when I just kind of froze and didn't do anything. I took the cars off the platform. I, canceled everything out. I was scared that I had purchased all these new vehicles with all these payments, and there was it was starting to be a burden and stuff. And so anyway, there was things that needed to be done. I had to make some tweaks and things like that to restart the business. And one of the things was to, get back out there, put them back out there, right? Put them out there and, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. So after I started, so that would have been, how many months later? So I started end of June, July, August, September. So 3 months in the game, and then this here happened. All right. So here's my new edge. Hold up. So after that happened, then this took place. Like I said, it had the accident in there. Oh, I gotta go back. This is the wrong one. After the 2 months, here we go. This is the one. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna watch a couple of these shorts. So this here, again, was I want to say September when the accident happened on my edge, which at the time was my biggest money maker. Crashing situation here. My guest had a crash in my edge, my Ford Edge, which has been my biggest money hitter. But here it is, crashed. Guest had it a couple of hours, and then I had to get the email about the crash. This is what happens when you put your car on the Turo. And that because that was the first time and I really didn't know how to handle it. And the guest insurance is who eventually paid for the repairs to the car. However, the car was off of the platform for months. Like I didn't get that car back until I want to say December. So, that was months that it wasn't earning any money. And these kind of things is what really kind of, I won't say damage, but really was learning lessons for this here, for the business. All right, so the crash happened, and then, all right, so here's my new edge. Kind of looks a lot like my old edge. And then we go off into my new, what is this again? I didn't even know what it was. Which brings off into my new edge, which piggybacks off into my crashed edge. You see, this was the white one that got crashed yesterday. So that's why I got the white one. Wow, yesterday. I had to, so the next day I went and got these cars. That's why sometimes it's good to document this stuff because we beat ourselves up. I mean, like, look here, this was a power move right there. The next day I went and, replenished the cars like that. Wow. I'm impressed. They kind of look a lot alike, but this one here has more special features. And look at here. That goes off into my new Mustang. And somebody scraped it. Further piggyback. That Mustang there. Scraped. That's what I'm saying. Like when I first started this, remember when I said can't be mostly attached to these here cars? because when these stuff happen and stuff happens, right? So the little red Mustang, it's not super horrible. However, there's you get paid for that stuff, so can file a claim with Turo, and you get paid for a little paint job or something like that, and sometimes be little minor stuff that's not even nothing big. And then brings us to this here.
Off into my new Explorer.
Right, so this black Explorer was in a hailstorm. So it was in a hailstorm. Let me back it up so I
Which can kind of
can. It was in a hailstorm,
with my
and
Mustang. And
the
all right, so
windshield had
here's
to be
my
replaced.
new
It
edge,
was really big.
and looks
A
a lot like my
bad
old edge.
hailstorm.
And then we go off
But
into
anyway, I
my
just wanted to show y'all how
new.
this was
What does it
moving
say?
forward, right? So this is me excited about
Escape.
growing the business after the accidents. And then the
Okay, so it's raining, but
stuff
unfortunately,
that you got to go
the
through
Turo
when you
works.
run the
Just
business. So
move
once
into my little shed here and do my detailing on the inside here, where it's nice and dry. But that's what you gotta do because the show must go on. People want to.
So the significance of this is that I was super excited in the beginning. I detailed the cars by hand, by myself. So one of the things that I had to add was some help, and to let go of having to be the one to do everything for the cars, because it's really easy to get burned out, and then towards the end it really I would say added to the fact that I would put the cars on hold. Like if somebody brought the car back in a in a mess, I'd be like, oh my goodness, it's going to take me a day to have to work work with it or something like that. But now anyway, I've gotten past that, and I know that in order to grow, you have to I have to I have to get help. I have to be able to utilize help, and that's one of the things. If you want to be a successful business person, you have to understand, especially if you want to grow, that in order to scale, you need to get help, get some help. So I'm excited there, doing that little stuff there, growing the cars. Here's some more flashbacks here.
Okay, so I just got my
First time somebody brought my car back with all this weed. Watch this.
Mustang back, and some young dude had it, and look at this. I don't know if y'all can see, but that is freaking weed, marijuana.
Look at
All of
that.
it. I can smell it, and it's so obvious. I mean, this is so much freaking weed shake, and I can roll it, scoop it up, and make a joint. This don't make no damn sense.
I'm laughing because, like, look how outrageous! Like, that was unbelievable, unbelievable. Like, I had no clue that And when that happened, I had the car off for probably like a week because I just couldn't get that smell out, and that was me learning more about the ozone machine. And the one tumbler that was sent to me from Turo, I hadn't even opened it yet. I didn't even know that that's what it was. Anyway, so I had to put the car through multiple ozones to get that smell out, because it wasn't. It had fallen all between these seatbelt holes. It was all in the trunk. It was all over. So it was really difficult. And that was the first time for me. I have to deal with something like that.
And watch, Turo is gonna, I'm not gonna even try and charge for a smoking violation. I'm just gonna charge for a cleaning violation. So I gotta freaking clean up all this damn weed out of the fucking car. This don't make it.
Oops, y'all. I forgot that I would kind of went off on the tangent there, and one of the reasons why I was super frustrated is because my Ford Escape, the first time somebody smoked in the car, and I got a bad review, and And Turo did not pay for the smoke charge that I went to ask for. It said that smells weren't proof, and so I was frustrated because I was thinking that Turo was going to allow this person to get away with this again. So I sent in the pictures, and I figured instead of trying to charge them for a smoking fee, since there was no way that I could, and they hadn't. To me, I didn't smell like it had been smoked weed. It smelled like, it was fresh weed in there. But anyway, they ended up paying me for the smoking violation. But the frustration that you hear in my voice and the reason why I'm out there spitting out those cuss words is because being denied the claim prior to that. So I was already frustrated with Turo that, my new cars that I had put out on this platform were being treated like crap.
And he says, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got my Mustang back, and some young dude had it, and
Some punk kid messed up my car. But anyway, those kind of things happen, right? So they do happen. These are part of the frustrations that you will receive being a Turo host. You see here, Turo host want what to do when the guest. Let's see what happened here.
so here's the escapes back from
Oh.
the next trip. I'm gonna put this here ozone machine in here for like the next couple of hours, and
um, now like I said, I got better with the ozone machine. In the past, I had some other Turo hosts, and they would give suggestions like to turn the car on and run it with the air running, and that helps too. So those are things that I've added to where now smells really ain't no thing, really for real, because I know how to work the ozone machine. I put them tablets in it. The smart tumbler really was a game changer once I actually opened it and started using it. The tablets, however, are expensive. Them they cost, but it works. So because people, there's going to be people that smoke, and then if they don't leave any evidence, it's kind of hard to get them. But anyway, so let's see. Did I finish that?
so here's the escapes
Yeah.
back from the next trip. I'm gonna put this here ozone machine in here for like the next couple of hours, and just see. It smells okay to me. However, I could show y'all that guest that made her little report. So I'm gonna just totally spend some time ozoning it to try and get that smell out. So here's the escapes back.
So that was something that was happening there. Okay, so yeah, this is the guy who told me, Stefan, about the ozone running it like that with the running it with the motor running and the air on too makes a big difference. And like I said, that smart tumbler, game changer, game changer, game changer. All right, so let's go ahead and take a peek at my Turo sites here, and I'll let y'all see my performance and all that good stuff. Here we go with how I'm doing with Turo. So one of the things that I started doing, like I said, when I went back to work, I put my where. Why can't I find? Okay, let me Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen. I hope y'all can see me, all two of you. All right, so anyway, let me see if I could share it now. Some weird stuff's happening with my computer. Well, I guess it's not going to be meant for me to share that on this. Let's see, you're just here. Oh. Thank you, Life. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's see here if I could I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm going to play another quick little video here because I'm not able to see my Turo stuff here, which is what I'm trying to show. That ain't it. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in the address bar. So this. Why would my browser block my screen? Let's try one last time. All right, just to keep the party rolling, let's just go over here like that. So we got Miss Life, who is in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm sure you probably heard of this Shanquilla Robinson um, case. My other YouTube channel, I spent a lot of time, and that's where I was May 19th. Um, and I know she's from there. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here you go right there. Oops. My bad. My bad. So go over here, get a new box here, and click on that. All right, so let's see here. We can do it now. Yay! Okay, here we go. All right, so let's see if it's going to click with me on that. Yes, it is. All right, so that's me. Here are my bookings. Here's my vehicles. So like I said, I ended up buying a total of 8 cars to be on this platform, but only have 6 that I 2 of them I found permanent homes for, and these 6 here is what I have left to put on the platform. This here Escape, see here, so only one that doesn't have a 5-star. I have a 5 stars because this is the one where that one person smoked in there, smoked cigarettes in there, and then the person that rented it after it was my first long trip, wrote a bad review because they didn't appreciate it. And then some cars like Fords, they have these recalls. So a lot of their vehicles sometimes they have a recall. So that's why this Escape is unlisted right here. And then to this car, it had a long-term renter too, or a person that I had found on. Anyway, I had to end up bringing it back, and it needs some stuff to get back on the platform. So as soon as I get this one back out there, I will have it listed and bringing in some more money. So here are my 6 cars that I do have on the platform. My Ford Mustang, people like that. I have 2 Ford Explorers, 2 Edges, and this here Ford Escape. And some of the things that I too been working on is these little host settings, which is real important because when I went back to work, one of my big fears was that I was going to miss some of the guests because of the times that they would book a trip and I wouldn't be available. So you can come over here and manipulate and change your times at any time and make it hours that work for you. And then over here is the business part of it. And I'm going to explain why this looks like this. So like I said, January, as you can see, I didn't even put them back out there until the end of January. So from the end of November, after I got a car back after Thanksgiving, I think like November 28th is when I like put a pause on there. I snoozed my whole business. And then, cause I was scared. I was like, well, man, these people messing my car up and I'm losing all this. And, I panicked. So I started back, and then February, business started working, but I went back to work. I still wasn't doing everything. I'm not sure if I actually had all of the cars listed or not, but so February, starting to pick back up. March did well, and I'm proud because March I was working full time as a travel nurse and still managing the business. April was the slow month, and I hadn't really felt good about tweaking my availability. I know that this was low because I didn't I took off the airport um, pickups. And in the past, last year, 22, when I was working it, having the airport customers was half of the business. So that's why these numbers was low here. And then May, I, put business on hold when I was out in Washington D.C. for a week because I wasn't sure if I could, open the cars from different states. But just grateful to know that the remote access actually works. I was able, I could have started work the business, but I was just worried that I wasn't going to be able to, you know, open the cars up. But I did test it when I was over there, and I saw that the remote access works there too. So here we are in June, and as you can see, I already have potential earnings to outbeat May, and I'm on task to out earn April, and I'm going to be goal of out earning this here March, especially since I put the airport back on there. Put the airport back on there, and I should start to see it pick up again. How and then look, I have bookings already for July too, which is something that was happening when I first got started. So that's how that looks there, and um, that's how it goes. So now I can actually say that I have 12 months history doing this here business, and I can see that with these cycles, because while I was struggling too in the winter months, I did speak with Tony from Tony Luxury Cars that he was also having the slow months too. So, and he's in Kentucky, and that just lets us know that it was slow all around, even with all of the travel and all that good stuff. So I just want to let y'all know that I'm back, and I'm back excited about it, because I know I did some videos where I was saying I was trying to dismantle the business, I wanted to get out and all that good stuff. But I'm excited about the second win that I'm having with it, and so tune in for more videos, and then too, like I said, I have more testimony about the financial lessons that I also learned by doing this here, Turo, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be open and candid with y'all. And thanks again. Thumbs up and like, subscribe. Peace and love.